So we have Eddie Glaude with us now, Princeton University professor. And Eddie, I want to play for you again the statement by Ron DeSantis on Fox News. This is a United States congressman. And listen to the words he used, and then I'll give you the stage to speak. Here it is.
You know, he is an articulate spokesman for those far left views, and he's a charismatic candidate. And, you know, I watched those Democrat debates, and none of that was my cup of tea. But I mean, he performed better than the other people there. So we've got to work hard to make sure that we continue Florida going in a good direction. Let's build off the success we've had on Governor Scott. The last thing we need to do is to monkey this up by trying to embrace a socialist agenda with huge tax increases and bankrupting the state.
Eddie, what's your take?
Well, Mika, look, we are at this extraordinary crossroads in this country. You know, I've been called articulate. I've never been used, I've never been described as monkeying up anything. But that's obviously a racial dog whistle. But we're at a crossroads. And it's not just simply about the loud racist. I've said this on the show before. We have to make a choice. We have to make a choice as a country whether or not we're going to be otherwise. We've been at crossroads before: the Civil War, Reconstruction, the New Deal, the Civil Rights Movement. And in each moment in which we were at a crossroads, something changed, but we've always doubled down on our prejudices. So here we are once again. We are right back where we've always been, where we have to make a decision whether or not we're going to be a racist nation. This is the key. We have to make a choice. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or whatever, we're going to have to make a choice in the upcoming days of whether or not this is going to be a racist America. Will we still be racist? And it can't be just simply, you just can't simply choose the sideline in this moment. So we will see. Buckle up. It's about to get really, really ugly here.
I want to get a sense of how the Democrats should respond at this point, especially given Mike Barnichel's point. This has been a long road, and this is not a surprise in many ways. We'll get to that ahead. Still ahead on Morning Joe, the president says White House counsel Don McGahn is out. And McGahn apparently learned about it the same time the rest of us did, over Twitter. We'll talk to law professor Jonathan Turley about the implications of this latest departure. You're watching Morning Joe. We'll be right back.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.